What's going on, everybody? Top Networkers Group coming to you live. This may be recorded when you see it, though. I want to thank you, as always, for tuning in to my channel. Like and subscribe this video before I get into it, especially if you're brand new to the channel. I'm always sharing tips and information regarding the network marketing industry and also business in general. Again, network marketing has always been the focus of this channel because I am a professional network marketer promoting any companies. For again, those of you who are new, Top Networkers Group is a team. It's a concept. Some have attempted to borrow the concept. I haven't seen anybody be successful with what I'm talking about so far. So, it just proves that a lot of what I was talking about was a little before my time. But I'm still very much interested in building a team within the network marketing space. And so that's part of what I want to get into here today is a video about marketing to friends and family. Because really, when you talk network marketing, this is what the majority of our companies have always trained people to do, is to start by marketing to friends and family. Now, I'm old school, as I tell people all the time. I got into the industry in 1999. And so we're talking about 20 years ago now. And a lot has changed since that time. Back then, there was no internet, there was no YouTube, there was no social networks, right? Stuff like that was just starting to form. And so, for the most part, most people had no other way of getting their business started other than marketing to friends and family. So that's very important, that we have an understanding. Even in 2020, this is still an effective way to earn money. Sorry about that. There's a phone call coming in. Just hold that thought, you guys. Okay, so I should be back. I've taken a few phone calls here in the past. I'm pretty sure it just sort of picks right up where I was at. But yeah, so friends and family is still an important foundational block to build your business on. But there are some challenges. There are some problems. A lot of you guys and girls, a lot of you men and women, you don't understand some basic principles. I just got to be honest. I have to address these things because, again, over the years, this principle has taken a hit. There are people who advise against it. They want you to never talk to your friends and family about business, to do what we call entirely cold marketing strategies. And again, the challenge that many people have, because so many people get frustrated, they don't make money, they don't see results. The challenge is, what isn't being, you call friends and family that you ain't talked to in 5 or 10 years to see if they'll buy a product from you or look at a business or join a business. Again, you ain't talked to them in 5 or 10 years. Some of y'all ain't talked to your people in 5 months or 10 months. But the matter of the fact is, you're not really part of their lives. You might have known them at some point in time. You might consider them to be a friend, but you ain't really been a good friend yourself. You feel like just because you're related to somebody that they should support your business, that they should buy a product from you, just because y'all are family. And that's not it. That's not how it works. And so, some of you, again, need to understand that when you get into these kinds of businesses and you've been a jerk to your friends and family for all successful, and the same thing happens with any other kind of business, network marketing. If you start a product-based business, if you have any other service type business, none of your friends and family are going to support that business just because they know you. It takes more than that. They might even trust you. They might know that you're a good person, but you don't support anything they do. You ain't been to no parties they've thrown. Now, I know we've been going through quarantine and COVID, and so there hasn't been too much of that all year. But they're having Zoom calls. You don't get on the Zoom calls. They're having group text messages. You don't respond to the group text. They're on Instagram. You never like what they post. You don't leave comments on anything they post. You're all into yourself. And then you start a business and you think somebody's going to support you. So that's off top. This is why friends and family approaches don't work for a lot of you. Because you haven't built the relationships that you need to have built. Nobody knows you. Nobody talks to you, and you don't talk to them. But then when you need something, here you come with your hand out. You're a telemarketer. They might know you, might have went to school with you, might have hung out with you a few times in life. But all you really are is a telemarketer, because they don't know you. And that's your fault. So what a lot of you need to do when you're calling your friends and family up that you haven't talked to in 5-10 years, the first thing you should do is acknowledge that. Hey, my friend, my cousin, my aunt, in some cases, some of y'all, I know we haven't talked in 5 or 10 years. I apologize for that. I've been in my own head. I've been going through some things. I may have found something that may help me get where I'm trying to get in life, and I thought about you. I haven't talked to you in forever. I thought about you. I wanted to see if maybe you'd be interested in having a look to see if it's something that you're excited about, that you like as well. And again, you got to brace yourself for the response, because you haven't been a good friend. You haven't been a good family member. You need to be okay with them saying, nah, I'm good. I don't want to look at shit you sharing. You need to be okay. We'll do a part 2 later. Thanks for watching. And of course, it's probably going to be okay now. I'm waiting for the end stream to come up because I'm driving, as you guys can see. This is professional stuff. Don't try this at home. Thanks again. Hit that like and that subscribe for, okay? Leave some comments. Let's talk about that. The connection is better all of a sudden. And so I was about to explain how we get into it a little deeper, but I'm gonna leave it there. If you want to know how to handle those conversations, leave some questions in the comment section, and we'll talk more about how to handle conversations when you call a friend and family member up that you ain't talked to in forever. How you would actually go about getting that sale, getting them to look at the business, and also again about being okay with them rejecting you based on the fact that you haven't done a good job on your end with the relationship. I'm gonna be honest, I had a cousin, and this is kind of personal. And I remember, I distinctly remember it because when the request was made, I kind of felt like, okay, well, this isn't going to go over too well. Because again, this is a cousin who never really talks to anybody. They never, come to family-oriented events. And then one day, out the blue, they announced to the family that they were starting a business and wanted some support. And even though I liked the post and wished them luck with the business, I didn't see a lot of people in the family weigh in. And I really haven't seen that cousin come around too much more since. And I'm pretty sure on some level, they probably feel like the family ignored him and didn't honor their request, and you know, maybe feel like, well, maybe the family ain't all that and all this kind of stuff, and and that's not true. The truth is they don't come around. They don't talk to nobody. They don't support nobody. They don't interact with nobody. But one day they want support with a business that they've started, and they get a little surprised that there's no immediate response to them. It's really one sided. And again, even though a family member of mine pulled that, I've had the pleasure of training thousands of people now in the network marketing industry over my 20-year career. And I've noticed this with so many people. They get frustrated because they're doing all the right things. They're approaching people. They're asking people questions the right way. They're not, doing all the stuff we advise against. And yet they're not getting the results. And it's that last step. It's like, oh, well, what it probably is, what's really causing the lack of support is the fact that you haven't really built the relationships. You haven't really truly interacted on a level to where, the people you want to support you would do so. Okay? So, again, I'm going to end the stream there because, like I said, what I've been getting across to you is just real life facts. Okay? People aren't going to just suddenly support somebody that they don't talk to, who never talks to them, who never supports what they're about. And you can't fake it. You can't hit somebody up out the blue one day and pretend to care about what they're into just so you can get them to buy something from you. That won't work either because they're going to smell you a mile away. You have to actually literally be interested in those relationships with people, or it's going to be difficult to build a business. There's really no way around that. You can't pull your introvert card. You know what I'm saying, you guys? So with that, again, leave comments if you have questions on any of this. As usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the top.